Yo, 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 what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Open Gym. What's happening? What is good, everybody? Welcome back, welcome back. Hopefully, everybody had a good Christmas, all that good stuff. And hopefully, we can all get a gift of an Atlanta win tonight. That's all we're hoping for. But welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Appreciate everybody pulling up. We are live on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. So, Hawks come in losing four in a row. So, Atlanta comes in, I think, the ninth seed. Maybe the 10th seed. I'm not quite sure. I don't even want to check. No lie. So, all right, let's get these stats pulled up here. Game hasn't started quite yet, so. But welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. So, like I said, Atlanta coming in off a four-game losing streak. They are first in the NBA in assists, 31 a game. 12th in points, 118. Field goal, they're seventh, 48%. So, Hawks offense is doing all right. Trey is back. So, we got a full roster tonight. Everyone excluding Kristaps, so no Kristaps. But Mo Gay is back. Dyson is back. I think Mikael Williams is back. Um, and then Nikola Jurcic is back. So we got the first night of a back-to-back. They play tonight against Miami. Then they'll play tomorrow against. Then they'll play tomorrow against the Knicks. So schedule is kind of cranking up here, but it's gonna be kind of the normal starters for Atlanta: Trey, Dyson, Zach, Jalen Onyeka. Like I mentioned, no Porzingis, V Krejci. Hopefully he can keep that hot shooting going. But man, hopefully Atlanta can get a better result at the end of the game. Man, they just need to do a better job at closing games out. These past couple games they probably could have won. I know the Charlotte game they could have won. I know both of the Chicago games they could have won. So Hawks just need to do a little bit better job executing, as this graphic showcases. Vit Krejci is third in the NBA with threes off the bench, sitting behind Tim Hardaway and Nas Reed. So I don't think this game is gonna be terribly easy, um, but I do think it's a winnable game for Atlanta. Miami coming in kind of mid right now with Atlanta. They are 15 and 15, so they're kind of looking for an identity as well. So they started the season off hot. So hopefully hopefully Atlanta can take care of business. But whew, man, yeah, this all this traveling for the holidays got me exhausted. But that's what it's about, I guess. So what's good, everybody? What's good? Welcome in, welcome in. Everybody watch Stranger Things yet? Fire. I definitely suggest that you do if you haven't. Definitely is as good, as, 'good, 'as, 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 'good, I think it was as good as what you call it. I think it lived up to the hype. That's what I was trying to say. So excuse me, I'm gonna get these tags right on YouTube, and then I'll be locked back in. But I'm here. I swear, I'm not ignoring everybody. So hopefully this, y'all know how the NBA goes. Projected tip off is always about 10 minutes behind the start time. So y'all know how it goes. So, all right, man, this game should be set to underway. All right, man. There we go. So, like I said, typical starters for Atlanta: Trey, Dyson, Zach, Jalen, and Onyeka. Shout out to Onyeka, man. Onyeka's been playing very well. Although I would say a lot of people are underwhelmed by his results at center. Everybody thinks he's undersized, which, for a center he is definitely undersized. But that doesn't mean he don't play hard. But I think a lot of people want Onyeka to average 10 rebounds, and I just don't think Onyeka is gonna do that. I think Onyeka's play style is definitely a little different. It's definitely unorthodox from your average center. He can definitely guard. I would say 1 through 5. I mean, obviously you don't want him on your guards, but Onyeka's kind of rare, man. He's not necessarily that dominant paint protector, but he definitely can play defense down there with the best of them. But when he's just oversized, it's hard for him, especially because right now he's the only one. So game started off. Miami got the tip. Norman Powell gets it up right over Ricochet. Gets it to go. That was good defense though. Ricochet stayed straight up, didn't foul. So game starting. Miami gets the first bucket to open it up. So hopefully Atlanta can respond. Dyson's operating the offense. Trey gets it right back to Dyson. Dyson was trying to find Onyeka. That window closed. Good job by Ricochet there as oh my what? Bro, what? So Ricochet guarding Norman Powell there gets called for a foul. That's ridiculous. That should have been an early turnover for Miami. So Ricochet already getting. So this is the second time Miami's tried to get that Andrew Wiggins Trey Young switch. Hasn't worked out for him neither time. So Miami gets a bucket. Larson hits the three. Zach brings it up for Atlanta. So Atlanta trailing 5-0 here early on. Ricochet finds Jalen. Jalen finds Ricochet at the top of the break. Knockdown. Trey ball. So Zach breaks the scoring for Atlanta. Gives the Hawks their first three. He knocks down his first attempt tonight from the three. It was a good move. Good bucket by Wiggins. A lot of people are they're definitely on Zach's head too, especially last game. I think Zach got hold by the refs. There we go, too easy. So Trey finds Jalen to attack the mismatch, And Jalen gets active, but he can't get the shot to go, but it gets fouled. So Jalen comes into this season averaging 23.8, pretty much 24. About one of 3 or 4 players to average the numbers he's averaging. He's about averaging 24 points on 52 from the field and 82 from the line as he misses that first free throw. His first free throw is not good, so I wouldn't say we struggling, but we definitely leave some free ones at the line, and that definitely sometimes comes back to bite the Hawks. So Atlanta trailing by just a 3-point shot. So oh shit, Trey and Zach had a little miscommunication there. Trey was not trying to get put in the post again. So Miami seems to be trying to exploit that as Trey gets a nice little runner, but can't get it to go. And Miami is out on the break. Davion Mitchell is attacking. Mm. So Norman Powell getting getting another foul. So they're giving them free throws on this one. So it's 9-4. Atlanta is trailing by 5. 9:36 to go in this opening quarter. So like I said, Atlanta coming off a losing streak. Got to turn this around. Got to turn it around. So appreciate Ben Simpsons tapping in on Twitch, moderating over there. Appreciate you, big dog. So it's 11-4 right now. 9:35 to go. Jalen tried to touch past that to Dyson. Just wasn't as smooth as they probably envisioned it. So Norman Powell misses that three. Atlanta does a good job at sealing Miami off to the rebound. So out of bounds. Atlanta just needs to do a little better job at keeping control of the ball. And one, Trey. Let's go. Too early, man. It's too early, but hold on. Let me relax. Let me not get too hyped, man. But Trey with the easy and one opportunity. They're gonna have a hard time at guarding whatever Hawk decides to go downhill and attack the basket. So Khalil Ware is really their only interior presence. I would say Andrew Wiggins plays some good defense. I wouldn't all the way forget about Andrew Wiggins, but I think they kind of rely on A. Wiggins to get off offensively. So Miami's offense looks to be a lot of driving kicks. So see if Atlanta can kind of work with that. As Dyson does a good job, just gets down in transition, just gets Wiggins up off him, gets the bucket. So Atlanta trailing by 5 now, 9-14. Davion Mitchell sidestep three is short. I was about to say you can come on. Let's be real. Onyeka's pass to Ricochet is a little off. Ricochet finds the paint, gets it to go. So Ricochet playing aggressive, knocks down his second shot. It's 11-14. So Larson in the corner. Trey was on him. Ricochet was guarding Wiggins there. Jalen picks up the rebound. So Zach has an early five. Jalen and Onyeka playing a little two-man game. Easy work. Easy work. 13-14. Hawks down one. 7:30. A little over 7:30 left to go in the first quarter. Miami's in possession. Norman Powell just lets it fly. Can't get it to go. So Miami's shooting has cooled off a little bit. It's not like they were shooting lights out or anything to start this game. But Hawks on a 9-3 run here in the last 2 minutes. Make that 11-3. Jalen gets that nice turnaround jumper to go. No problem. It's smooth, man. That little turnaround jumper has actually been clutch. Very consistent this year. Um, Jalen guarding Larson. Okay, dump off to Khalil. Easy bucket. So probably going to trade the lead here. In these last 2 minutes, it's been all Atlanta. Onyeka in the corner. Can't quite get it. Riche was guarding Wiggins. Wiggins passes it up to Davion Mitchell. So Norman Powell versus Trey. And Norman Powell passes it up pretty quick. Good defense by Jalen. Larson just gets a bucket there. So we got a timeout Atlanta, 6:27 to go. First quarter isn't ugly, but it's not the prettiest for Atlanta on either offense or defense there. So first 6 minutes have passed us by in this opening quarter. It's been pretty positive, I would say, at least. So Hawks on a little 11-5 run, but they still find themselves down. So that is unfortunate for Atlanta, but hey, it's definitely very on brand. So let's check out these stats early on, do a little box score watching. All right, so early on, it seems to be positive, man. Riche got 5 points. He's 2 of 2 from the field. Jalen already working, man. 3 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Trey got three. Um, Onyeka's the only one. Him and Trey are 50% from the field, so everybody 100%. So it's looking good. Just defense needs to sharpen up. Atlanta needs to control the ball, not turn it over. Give Miami easy opportunities to score and build that lead. So Atlanta down by 3. Larson having himself a game. He already got 8 points. He's 3 of 3 from the field. But Miami isn't really having like, you know, a spectacular game. Andrew Wiggins is doing all right. They seem to be loving that trying to get Trey and on that mismatch with Wiggins, trying to get Wiggins in the post and active. But hopefully Atlanta does a better job there. Rotations should probably start to change here in a minute as Nikhil looks to take his warm ups off and looks to check back in or check in for the first time. Mogay is back, like I said. He's checking back in. Asa had a really good game last game. Obviously, he is he's the rook, so I just don't think he's gonna get a lot of PT with a lot of guys healthy. So he's just kind of behind some folks on the rotation. So Atlanta down 3, 6:20 to go, 18-15. It's a good opportunity as Jalen gets a nice little floater there, but can't get it to go. So Davion Mitchell against Jalen, no problem. It's a good move by Nikhil. Just doesn't really turn into much. So Dyson turns it over. Miami's defense is kind of they're kind of working, man. They're kind of making an effort here. So Khalil Ware gets a nice little turnaround hook shot to go. It was good defense by Ricochet. He was right there, making it at least a little difficult. So Jalen settles for the three. Ricochet's defense has actually been really good over these last couple, really this whole season. Obviously, some games he does give some stuff up, but he's been playing really well on defense. So Jalen corrals the rebound, finds Nikhil. So Atlanta's offense is a little stagnant when they get in the half court with without Trey. Sometimes it does get a little spooky. I can't even lie to you. So Atlanta almost down by 10, man. They haven't scored in the last 2:45. No field goals in the last 2 minutes and 45 seconds. So another Atlanta timeout. So uh, I don't know, man. Sometimes it just seems like the other team got a better strategy than the Hawks. Like I don't know, man. The players, I don't know, man. The players for Atlanta, they definitely are a lot better than the results have been. That's my opinion. This roster is probably the best roster Trey has had. Um, and y'all seen it when Trey was out. Um, but now that Trey is back, it's just been like these games are definitely Atlanta could have won, but they just got to figure it out, whatever it is. But I really don't think it's a personnel issue, to be honest. Um, player personnel, excuse me. I really don't think this is a player personnel problem. I just think the the head of the snake need to figure it out because, like I said, this is the best roster Atlanta has had in a minute, and they're still producing mediocre results. It's still mid results, bro. So something needs to give. Um, whether that's whatever it may take, but Atlanta just needs to turn it around. So hopefully Atlanta can get something started here. Miami up by 10. Man, if it's another like 20-point loss, dog, I don't know. I don't know if my soul can take it, y'all. I don't know. That'll be tough. So it's good Christmas Day slate. So shout out to the NBA for that. Not even shout out to the NBA on that. Versus one Eastern Conference matchup for those NBA games. Well, that's disgusting work. One Eastern Conference matchup on Christmas Day. Come on, NBA. Come on, man. Come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? So it's 24-15. So Atlanta down by 9. Not They are not down by 10. I lied to y'all. Excuse me. So offense needs to look a lot better for Atlanta. I say that and we get a turnover. So I think one thing that is hurting Atlanta right now, they honestly don't have a backup five right now. They do not have one true center for a backup. Nikhil hits the three, stop the bleeding, but I don't think that's gonna last too long. To be honest, the way you gotta shoot perfect if you're gonna play like this. Um, Atlanta can't really get a stop on defense. Miami is seemingly just getting whatever shot they want. So Veet gets a stop there. Atlanta needs to do a good job on transition, offense and defense, and they knock down a shot there. See, there's no problem with the way Atlanta plays, but they can't afford a lot of misses. When the other team goes on runs, whether it's getting stops and scoring or just really getting stops, Atlanta definitely struggles. And Norman Powell smokes a layup right there. Thank God. That would have been detrimental, honestly. So Jalen gets it up and gets it to go. And one. And one. He too little, man. It's too easy for him. So good stuff. Thankfully, Atlanta turns it around here. They're playing with a little more energy on both ends. And that's leading to pretty easy looks for Atlanta. So Jalen gets a little floater to go. No problem. It's 23-24. Jalen ties it up. So 2:40 left to go in this first quarter. Man, this has been a pretty long game. I can't even lie to you. First quarter has taken about 20 minutes. So we have another foul. We got Moge with the foul here. So Miami takes the lead. Both teams tied at 3 free throws apiece. I guess 3 free throws made apiece. Trey is back in for Atlanta. It's Trey, Veet, Mo, Onyeka, probably Nikhil. So offense already looks a whole lot better operating when Trey is out there to kind of guide everybody, kind of point everybody around. So Moge tries to tip it out. I hate these camera angles, dog. So Atlanta doing a decent job in transition, trying to get back, cut off the easy points, but Miami kind of just coming up clutch. Whew. That that would have been game right there, honestly. Good move by Trey. Good stuff, Trey. It's getting a little icy again, man. It's getting a little chilly. So 27-29 off that three ball from Trey. Miami can't get it to go. Trey steps right into a 28-footer like it's nothing. Ice Trey. Back to back three balls. He's perfect from the three. Jaime Jaquez. Nah, you hit him in the head, brother. You hit him in the head, broski. There's a lot of contact. So Zion. What you mean? Which team is number two? We got the Atlanta Hawks versus the Miami Heat right now. So we got Miami and then the Atlanta Hawks. So we got an Eastern Conference matchup going on here. It's been a very long first quarter. I can't lie. So Jaquez knocks down those free throws. He's averaging about 16 points on 52 from the field. Trey with the midi can't get that one to go, but he has hit that shot prior. That's usually his shot. So that midi doesn't go. Moga's tip can't find the basket either. Good stuff, Mo. As Mo's activity kind of leads the ball to be free there. Ball goes out on Miami, and Atlanta will retain possession on the sideline there. Keel's going to be the entry man. Keel finds Trey. So 30 seconds. Team's tied at 30. Atlanta got 5 seconds on the shot clock. Good stuff as Trey finds Mo on the wing. Mo gets it up before the shot clock expires. And Jaime Jaquez with the foul. So Miami picks up a foul here on a 3-point opportunity. So Moge got 3 shots. So Mo knocks down the first one. Ain't no problem. I think Moge is definitely I think he's able to have a breakout year this year. Um, he was hurt last game. It's definitely kind of been in and out of the rotation, consistently, I should say. Um, Beginning of the year, it looked like he kind of earned his spot, but Quinn has been making decisions recently that have not really been making too much sense. Kristaps is out, so expect the young front court to get a lot of play, especially last game. Yeka fouled out. Asa was close to fouling out, so we had no Mo Gay last game, so I think that was definitely a factor. No Dyson either, so Atlanta couldn't really play as big as they wanted to. So Wiggins gets it to go, no problem. So first quarter ends 32-32. So both teams tied. Um, both teams are kind of looking to run away with it. Early on, it kind of did look like Atlanta was checked out of the game, but they locked back in, and we are tied at 32-32. Trey having a good game. He almost has about 10. I gotta check the stats here before I just start listing stuff off. I don't want to give y'all any misinformation now. So we got the first quarter break, tied at 32 apiece. Like I said, Trey got 9 points, no assists, which is surprising. He's usually been um, the lead man in that category, but tonight that's Jalen. He has 6, 3, and 4. Onyeka not shooting at the normal clip he is, but last game he kind of woke back up, but kind of slow start for Onyeka shooting wise. But seems to be a little quiet night on offense for some of the guys. Trey got 9, Ricochet got 5, Jalen got 6. V has come in hit one shot, so hopefully that shooting stays consistent for Atlanta. But for the meantime, I'll be right back, y'all. I'm finna grab me a water. Give me 1 second. We back. So, second quarter underway. Ricochet back in for Atlanta. Ricochet finds Veet. Miscommunication there on Veet and Ricochet's part. So, like I said, no Porzingis. Expect the young guys to get some burn in. Asa out there is Keaton, Veet, Ricochet on Yeka, and Asa Newell. So, travel on Miami. Believe that might be first turnover of the second quarter. So 11:31 to go. Yeah, this lineup really is not making too much sense for me. Turnover, Atlanta. So we got Keaton Wallace, V. Krejci, Ricochet, Onyeka, Asa. So Keaton can't step into that three. It's a good look though. So Keaton does a good job ripping that rebound away from um I forgot who he ripped it away from, but Atlanta kind of struggling right now. I'm not even gonna lie. Shout out to Onyeka getting it to go. So 34-34. That's a foul. It's definitely questionable. As Jaquez is getting to the line off that Asa foul. But that wasn't a foul. Miami was making contact with Onyeka the whole time. So still a little ticky tacky for Atlanta. Refs are, I don't know, man. That last one for Jaquez just kind of seemed pointless. So Jaquez knocks it down, makes it a 2 point game. Ricochet finds Onyeka. Keem Wallace trying to get something started for Atlanta. Getting the offense going. So foul on the floor. So defense for this lineup has been decent, but it's good stuff by Ricochet moving, cutting that Wiggins drive off. Good stuff. Asa gets the block, tries to get the rebound. This ref, bro. These refs have just been calling every single thing on Atlanta. So both teams sitting at one field goal to start this second quarter off. So Jalen's last 11 games, he's averaging a triple double, 27 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists, 49% from the field. So excellent stuff from Jalen over these last 11 games. But unfortunately, we got a foul on a 3 point shot for Jalen on Nikola Jovic. It's his first 3 point shot of the game. It's actually his first field goal for the game. Are they reviewing this for a flagrant? That's ridiculous. So not great stuff for Atlanta. Not great. Jalen's probably gonna get a flagrant. That's so ugly, dog. Hey. Okay, it's on one right now. Yeah, I can't lie right now. I don't know what Quinn is doing, dog. So Jalen picks up a flagrant for a reckless closeout. So 39-34. A reckless closeout from Jalen Johnson gives Miami flagrant free throws, and they get the ball back. I'm pretty sure to shoot the regular. No, they just get the and one, and then they get the ball back. There we go. So turnover for Miami. As Trey hits the bench. Good stuff as Jalen just finishes right over Jaquez. Too easy. So Jalen got 8 points in this first half. Atlanta gets a quick and easy bucket right there. That's what they need. In and out for Miami on the second attempt, no problem. Gets the board, and Atlanta's back on the run. So 36-40. Nikhil with it, attacking Wiggins. Gets to the basket, just can't get it to go. So Veets shooting, still active. Knocks that down. He had 6 points. Atlanta needed that. They're down by 3, 42-39. So Jaquez answers back, no problem. So 45-39 now. So Miami shorthanded, no Bam, no Tyler Hero. And Atlanta's still struggling. So we have an illegal screen here. Unfortunate. Another turnover for Atlanta. So 39-45. Atlanta is down by 6. So 11 points off turnovers for Miami, only 2 for Atlanta. So Miami's done a good job at securing the ball on offense and creating turnovers on while they're on defense. So tough stuff for Atlanta. Usually Atlanta is the one benefiting from that with their active defense, but defense quite hasn't been the same this game. So we have a foul on Miami, or three in the key, some So Atlanta's half court offense needs they just need a little better look without Trey on the floor. Um, it's just a little choppy sometimes when some of the guys are in there. Um, that first little string of rotations, it was a little ugly. God damn, Hawks are fighting over boards. So Atlanta down by 8. So Nikhil stops the bleeding for Atlanta. It's a good little turnaround. He's 2 of 5 from the field, 5 points. It's 47-41, so Atlanta's still trying to hold on, not trying to lose control of the game here. Good defense by Asa and Veet there to close off that drive. Asa closes out, does a good job. Veet just misses a three pretty badly. And just probably wasn't the best opportunity. So Norman Powell gets baseline, finds Jovic. Atlanta does a good job helping out there. Jalen comes up with the fast break. There we go. So no foul. Timeout Miami. It's 43-47. Hawks down by 4. Offense seems to be off. It seems to be on sometimes. So they just need consistency, man. Some consistency would be nice. I can't even lie to you. So every time it seems like Atlanta has some sort of answer for Miami's defense, it just goes away. Whether that be rotations, they get subbed out, can't find a rhythm, or what it is. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Not really sure. Little girl. But yeah, man, it's very positive that Ace is getting a lot of playing time right now, even though it means Kristaps is out. But I'm glad Ace is getting some PT. But right now, Atlanta just not having the best results, unfortunately. They trail to Miami down by 4. It's funny, man. I'm just looking at the box score right now, man. It's nasty work. That V Krejci's just getting a lot more play time than V Krejci. than Ricochet. Or I don't even know what I said right there. Ricochet's getting a lot less playing time than V Krejci. That's just mind boggling. So good stuff from Onyeka there. Good stuff, Nikhil. And one. So Nikhil getting to the basket. Gets fouled. But yeah, just nasty work. Ricochet not being able to get PT. Um, V has about 20 seconds more play than him. And he only has 1 point more. So I understand they probably look at V as a probably more established shooter. But no, I don't know, man. Ricochet's playing good defense this game. I don't know. So Trey finds Nikhil for three, but can't go. Oh man. Good stuff, Trey. Good stuff, Trey. Good stuff, man. He laid out for it. Gotta admire the hustle. Gotta appreciate it. Hockey is short on that little turnaround jumper. It's a 1 point game for Atlanta. Nikhil attacks. Khalil Ware. Uh, so every time Atlanta seems to be creeping back into this game, man, it just goes away. And that's been a theme this year, man. That's definitely been a theme. So Onyeka can't get that good look to go. So Nikhil knocks down the wide open three. Miami calls a timeout. 3:41. So Atlanta has a little over 3:30 left to go. Five. Whew, shit, 51-49, man. It's time for me to go to bed already. So 51-49. Atlanta is trailing by two. Miami timeout. So Jalen's about to have a triple double again. Like I said, over these last 11 games, he's averaging a triple double, about 27 points, almost 12 rebounds and 10 assists. So Jalen has been going off doing his thing. Nikhil contributing off the bench. Even though I'm just not a big fan at some of these guys getting more minutes than Ricochet, it just doesn't make sense, man. So Ricochet and Trey are the only ones. They're the least played starters, which is understandable for Trey. He coming off a knee injury. Minutes restriction has been lifted, so he's back to getting in a normal rhythm. So let's see if Atlanta can step on the gas here, take control of this game, and go into this halftime break pretty comfortable. So Atlanta's trailing right now, but we got more than enough time. So 51-49. Good stuff, Trey. Two-way Trey is active. He deflects the pass, makes it a little difficult on Miami. It is 3.6 to go for Miami on the shot clock. So Norman Powell tries to tee it up against Nikhil. Shot clock violation. Kind of saved Atlanta. That ball went straight to Andrew Wiggins. Thankfully, it didn't touch the rim. Oh, Trey gets a three up. Can't get it to go. But luckily, Dyson was right there on the other side. Nikhil's three, no good either. So Atlanta just seemed to have settled right there a little bit. In normal Powell, in rhythm, just fires a 3-point shot and gets it to go. God, bro. These turnovers have just been ridiculous. And that equals Norman Powell, back to back threes. Yeah, Hawks are just settling right now. It's not been great. They're about to go down by 10. Watch. Yep. What do you know? Jaime Jaquez just gets another easy look right over the smaller Atlanta Hawks defenders. Like, it's not like we have 6 footers on our roster. Oh yeah, Atlanta's finna get smoked, dog. It's ridiculous. So no Bam, no Tyler Hero. Atlanta's still down double digits. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Eric Spoelstra just out coaching the shit out of Quinn Snyder right now. Yeah, this is ridiculous, dog. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, bro. Why are we rolling out a lineup of 2, 6, fucking 5 fucking guards, bro? It's ridiculous, bro. Like it's ridiculous, and we get killed on the fucking boards every goddamn time. And then we want to act surprised like it's fucking like Reese Shay's fault that he can't crack the goddamn lineup, nigga. Goddamn, bro. This coach fucking sucks, bro. I'm tired of this shit, man. This fuck ass shit, bro. Reese Shay got 10 minutes. He 2 or 2 from the goddamn field. Just watching these games, bro. It's just frustrating, dog. It's just frustrating. You really can't have any type of expectations if you're an Atlanta sports fan, bro. You just literally have to watch the games. You can't have no type of expectation at all. None. Zero. Zilch. Just give it up. Just watch the. Just enjoy the moment, bro. Just watch the game. Don't expect nothing. Don't expect to win. Don't expect nothing, man. Just enjoy the game. Just enjoy the moment. It's pointless to have any type of expectations because they're just gonna let you down. Oh man, that's just deflating, bro. So landing down 12. Use this halftime break to catch a break myself, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, man, we are back. Had to take a breather, man. So back from halftime, no problem. So defense has to turn around for Atlanta. It's just, man, this team is way too good for these type of games. Excuse me. So no Bam, no Tyler Hero for Miami. Atlanta has to find a way to get it done, man. They have got to find a way so they find themselves down here to Miami, down by 12 too. I know it's not like an insurmountable lead, but still can definitely go either way for Atlanta. So three is no good. Onyeka tips it out. Trey gets it. Runner is a bucket. So good start to the second half already. Atlanta just needs a couple possessions where they get a couple stops. So Dyson gets a steal off that little reach. Onyeka gets the three up, can't get it to go. Ricochet tries to fight for the rebound, can't get it. So Ricochet didn't really get in position there. Kind of rare. And Trey's pass gets picked off by Davion Mitchell. So still down by 12. Wiggins misses on the three. So Jalen finds Dyson. That's behind Miami's defense. That is a bucket. So Jalen picks up the assist. Dyson picks up the bucket. There we go. So then his defense kind of picking it up here. So Trey getting to the line here. So Trey over these last two games, he has 28 and 10. So it is 8 points now. Davion Mitchell drives, gets it to go, puts it at 10. So another foul here. My audio seems to be a little ahead of the video. So 9:43, 67-57. Trey going back to the line for free throw number 4 and 5. There you go. Trey gets to the roll home. Excuse me. So turnover. Hawks on a 6-2 run this last minute and some change. So 67-59. Miami turns the ball over. So, like I said, Atlanta's defense picking it up. They're showing some sort of urgency. So, I really don't think it's on the. I don't know, man. I think these rotations have been killing Atlanta low key. It's been points in this game where they go scoreless. So, good drive. So, they're going to say that's a travel. So, turnover on Ricochet, which is unfortunate. So while Trey gets leveled on the screen, no call, but does not have any effect on that possession. So Atlanta comes away with it. Jalen drives, finds Ricochet on the wing. Jalen gets it to regather the possession for Atlanta. Good stuff. That was a great possession by Atlanta to get a bucket. Cutting into this lead, 67-61. Defense is doing well, except on that one. So easy bucket for Miami. So 8 points. Trey for three, no problem. No problem. So 64-69. Thankful Trey is back. He has 18 points. He's not going to let it happen. He is not going to let this happen. So 11-4. Ricochet guarding Wiggins. Good, great defense by Ricochet to cut that drive off by Andrew Wiggins. Force a kind of bad shot. So little miscommunication there on the transition bucket. We had two cutters, Dyson and Zach. So 11-4 run here in the last 2:45 ish. So 64-69. Atlanta's inbounding on the baseline here. Trey gets it to Dyson. Dyson dumps it off to Jalen. Jalen turnaround. Can't get it to go. It's a good look though. It's a good look. Like I said, that turnaround jumper looks very smooth for Jalen. Like it's no problem. So Khalil Ware cleans it up off the Davion Mitchell miss. So lead back up to 7 points. Trey trying to find something. Trey and Jalen playing a little two-man game here. Trey getting the ball back to Jalen for the mismatch. So Onyeka try to get a good look off against Khalil Ware. There we go. Jalen plays a little free safety there. And one. Or not an and one. Timeout Miami. So lead is at 5 points, 6:51. Jalen is hooping. Good stuff from Atlanta. Jalen has a nice finish at the rim to cut into this Miami lead. So great stuff, great stuff, great stuff. Trey playing like Trey. Like I said, man, that minutes restriction was the only thing holding him back. I think he was fairly recovered from that knee injury, and now he back to balling. So Trey, I believe, has about 18 points, if not more. So shout out to Trey. Like I said, I don't think the lead is insurmountable, but like I said, these past couple games, it can go either way. So Jalen has 12, Trey has 18. It's good stuff. Jalen probably will get a triple double this game. He has 12, 5, and 7. So really the hardest part for him is the assist when Trey is back. Not as many opportunities to find the open man and let them knock it down. When him and Trey are really the main options to score. So Excuse me. So Atlanta hanging on here. They are hanging on. So with 3 steals so far in tonight's game, Dyson Daniels has his Eastern Conference leading 11th game of the season with at least 3 steals. Um, with that 11 games, that marks the second most amongst any player in the NBA this season, trailing only Cason Wallace. He has 12 games with 3 or more steals. So shout out to Dyson. Staying active on defense, even though some people would say um, that he does nothing except to get steals. So shout out to Dyson. Not too many, not too many tidbits tonight, but so Atlanta this third quarter, 15 points, 5 of 9 from the field, 1 of 3 from three. So hopefully that three ball can start falling. Cause if that three can start falling, this lead will evaporate fairly easily. So Jaquez open in the corner, can't knock it down, but Nikhil gets pushed. There we go. So Nikhil comes in for Trey. That's the only sub at this moment in the third quarter. Jalen attacks the basket with a nice left hand little floating hook. So Atlanta cuts back into the lead some more. So 71-68. Jaquez against Dyson. Dyson all up in Jaquez's grill. Khalil Ware rises up and hits the three ball. So puts it back up to 6. So Jalen against Jaquez. Now Onyeka goes to the basket. No problem. Just right over Jaquez. So Atlanta shooting 48% for the game. 8 points for Onyeka. He is 4-10 from the field. Norman Powell. Just right up over Dyson. It's good defense, better offense. So Ricochet can't get it to go. He had a fast break opportunity against Larson there. Onyeka guards Khalil Ware on that three. We'll take that. Ricochet can't get that three to go. So 74-70. So good stuff. Ricochet finds Nikhil on the wing. Nikhil puts it up. Nikhil can't get it to go. So foul on Jalen. So the lead is 6. Atlanta kind of struggling here. No Trey. As Onyeka comes out for Moge. Veet comes in for Ricochet. Jaquez misses. As Yakachonis goes flying. Jalen brings it up for Atlanta. Too easy. Jalen gets the bucket over Casper Yakachonis. 16 points for Jalen. Shit, excuse me. So Norman Powell gets it to go. He will get an and one opportunity. So foul on the kill on the Norman Powell drive. I don't know that. Yo, my fault, Ben Simpsons. My fault, gang. My fault. Um, Yeah, nah, but so that's I feel what you're saying with Ricochet having to crash the boards, but what you call it? Um, their game plan is really Dyson plays that dunker spot. Since he's not the greatest shooter, so with Dyson back, it kind of changes it up because with Quinn's philosophy, um, they kind of want Ricochet on the wings. They don't really want and one. They don't want Ricochet crashing boards. That game when he had 7 boards, it was rare, but I think it worked. So I think it's just not in, and that was the game that Dyson was out. So if Dyson could shoot a little better, it might be more beneficial for a 6'10" player to be down there to get the board. But hey, what do I know? So Jalen knocks down the and one opportunity, cuts it to 4. So Atlanta's still fighting. They need to make a move here. They need to at least tie it or maybe take the lead here with a nice little run. So ball goes straight out of bounds. So Atlanta gets the possession here. Jalen to Trey on the entry. So it's 79-75. Trey trying to get some little pick and roll action with Jalen. Miami does a decent job to seal that one off. So turnover here. Atlanta kind of got congested there. Norman Powell rises up, goes straight to Moge. So Atlanta's offense needs a little kickstart here. And there we go, right on cue. It's getting nicey. It's getting chilly in the A. 78-79. Oh, that's weak. So Atlanta is called for a foul here. So Atlanta slowly but surely making a little comeback. All right, man. So Atlanta slowly but surely coming back. They're making a comeback. See if they can. Like I said, they need to make a move before this third quarter ends if they want to. What you call it? They needed to make a move before this third quarter was over with because they don't need to go into the fourth quarter into a hole. But shout out to Trey, man. Trey got 21, 4 or 5 from three, so he has come back shooting mad efficient. Um, he has 21 and only 2 assists, which is kind of rare. Miami does play a good brand of basketball on the defensive end, so I'm sure these matchups are a little, you know, kind of wonky for the Hawks. I think it's throwing everybody off, but Trey and Jalen have done a good job to stay somewhat locked in. But Quinn is holding Ricochet back, dog. I don't know. Ricochet's been playing really good defense. I think he gave up maybe 1 bucket, but I mean, shoot, on the starting five, who hasn't given up a bucket? But yeah, Ricochet, I think he's getting punished, but it just don't make sense, dog. It just don't make sense how V. Krejci and Nikhil Alexander Walker getting more PT than him. But I could have too much bias, to be honest. But excuse me. Nikhil, I understand though. Nikhil, he has been hooping. Obviously they don't play the same position, but with Quinn Snyder, I don't know, man. He's elected to go with three guards to close out games, and I just don't think that's the way, bro. We don't have a big enough front court for that. I know Jalen has been hooping, so something happened there. Nikhil gets pushed. That leads to an easy bucket for Andrew Wiggins. He has 8. It's 81-78. Atlanta trying to figure out something to do. Offense has looked a lot clunkier when Trey's off the floor. Nah has definitely earned his PT. But like I said, I think they play different positions, so I don't even think their minutes should overlap. Honestly, um, to be quite honest with you, I just don't like the three guard lineup that Quinn rolls out. Just not a fan of it. Any variation of it. Um, I just don't think Atlanta has the front court to have that be an option. As Onyeka is a little undersized, which I don't think is a problem until you make it a problem, which I think Quinn somehow does a good job at making it a problem. Because you need to be as tall as you can closing the game for whatever reasons. Ricochet can shoot, score. There we go. That was a good look. Trey tried to find Onyeka, but Miami um, just did a good job at getting to it. So good job there for Atlanta getting back in transition. Yeah, nah, Onyeka needs help. And these past couple games, I think Atlanta has felt the lack of backup center, and it's kind of hurt for sure. Because Onyeka, like I said, he's not gonna be the traditional, 15 and 10 rebounds. Um, because he can honestly guard 1 through 5. Like I was saying before, you don't want him on the ones or twos or even threes, really, primarily any time of during the game. Trey splits the pick, gets it up. That's not a foul. It's crazy. So Trey was fighting through Miami's defense, can't get the foul call. Casper Yakachonis passes a little off. Yeah, Nas says, get that shot out of here. But yeah, Onyeka needs help, man, and it's really not his fault. So Trey, a little short on that three, looks to be a little gassed here. So minute and some change left in the third quarter. Atlanta needs to contain this. Can't let Miami get out to any further lead, and they do. So Jonas hits the three, pushes it up to 8 points. So Veet knocks down the midi. He has 8. So it is helpful that Miami is missing shots. So Atlanta needs to take advantage of that. Every time Miami can't get a bucket, so we got a foul here, thankfully. So Trey going to the line. But yeah, Ben Simmons, I definitely feel you. It's not on Yeka's fault. It's a lot of things with this Hawks team that just doesn't make sense. So they're 15-16 right now. I think the team that we have right now is a whole lot better than the results that we've had. Um, but yeah, I'm just not a fan of Quinn's rotations to end the game. Um, like I said, Atlanta needs as much height as possible out there to finish the game. And what do you know? They finished the game out with three guards out there. So I don't get it, man. I really don't get it. So hopefully things can turn around for the Hawks. As Trey knocks down both his free throws, he's been pristine at the line, 7 for 7, 23 points tonight. Um, hasn't been able to get in his playmaking bag quite as much. I mean, they play good defense, and so that 6 point lead goes to 8 real quick off the Drew Smith steal. That's a good look. Onyeka can't get it to go, and Mo Gay can't clean it up, but he gets fouled. So Mo Gay going to the line. So yeah, no Kristaps is honestly uh, hurting Atlanta more than people realize. And Trey needs a breather, man. He's kind of wincing, walking to the bench. So I really don't expect Trey to play the second night of a back-to-back. We got New York tomorrow. So a tough matchup after a pretty tough matchup here. So Mo Gay knocks down the first one. Khalil Ware checks back in the game for Miami. So Atlanta trailing by 7. Third quarter is just about done here. Atlanta needs to wrap this thing up. They need to get the lead back and get it under control. So they're down by 6. So Trey kind of limping while he goes back to the bench. So it's not 12, but it's not as close as Atlanta had it. Atlanta had the lead down by 1. But Miami just ran away with it. Now it's at 6. So everybody except Jalen and Trey for the starters has produced offensively. Nikhil still only got 11 points. He 4 of 12. Man, it just not a lot makes sense watching this Atlanta team. Miami doing a really good job at throwing a wrench in Atlanta's offense. Atlanta can't really get anything going in transition. Their defense is, I wouldn't say they're struggling, but just hasn't been the prettiest game. But shout out to Trey. Shout out to Jalen. I think Quinn needs some work to do, honestly. Um, these rotations have been killing Atlanta. Um, Atlanta goes moments. You know, sometimes they'll have 5, 6 minutes and they won't hit a field goal. And they're definitely giving up field goals on the other end. So it's like, it just don't make sense. It just don't make a whole lot of sense. The 3 guard lineups, I thought those would cease to exist. Kennard has yet to play, so he's probably going to get a DNP this game. Um, so that's tough. That is tough. I think Atlanta, they have the personnel, but the leader at the helms just doesn't really. I don't think he knows what he has to work with. So back in the game, Asa and Ricochet. Dyson is in there as well. So hopefully Quinn sticks to this lineup for a little minute. We'll see. So Dyson is guarding Yakachonis. It's Onyeka, Dyson, V, Ricochet, and Asa Newell. So Drew Smith gets it up, can't get it to go. So A miss for Miami on their first possession of the fourth quarter. There we go. Onyeka finds Dyson, but Dyson can't get that left layup to go. It's all good, man. That was a good look. It was kind of rare. They've had a little trouble with that backdoor, which is kind of rare. So Asa guarding Andrew Wiggins gets a good bucket. So Atlanta might want to look to switch that matchup at least. So Onyeka gets the hook up, can't get it to fall. So Miami comes back on offense here. So Asa just having a kind of tough time right now. Defensively, it's kind of stuck in the mud, moving his feet. As Jovic, or no, that's Jokic, isn't it? No, I think that's Jovic. Yeah, that's Jovic. I'm tripping. So Jovic will go to the line for Miami. So it's 8 points. So Atlanta needs to turn it around. They have no time to waste here. So Nikola Jovic, 7 points. So lead is now 10. So it's not insurmountable, but again, they need to make a move. So Veet knocks down the three. You like to see it. Shout out to Veet. Shooting continues. He's 3 of 6 from the three. You need that. You need Veet to shoot. That's exactly why he's out there. So another foul. So Haka is going to the line. Like I said, Asa, I like to see Asa play right now. This might not be the greatest time. Miami is, I think their lineup just has an answer for Asa defensively. Asa is a rookie, so he is kind of hunted. So Miami knocks down those free throws. 10 minutes to go. So good stuff on Yeka not getting a foul there. That's kind of bullied Jaquez out the way, but can't finish at the rim. So Ricochet guarding Wiggins there. That's a good possession. So 98-87. Let's see if Atlanta can cut into this. So timeout Atlanta. 9:54 to go. Quinn calls a timeout. So tough, tough, tough. Oh, Yeka definitely needs some help, man. He definitely needs some help. It's tough, man. It's tough. Mm-mm-mm. So Atlanta trailing fourth quarter has begun. We are underway. So Atlanta has no time for funny business. They gotta get this done, man. They are looking at 5 losses in a row. So down by 11. It's 98-87. All right, now my stream wants to start tweaking. The game wants to start pausing. All right, there we go. So Hawks underway. Good hustle by Risha Shada. Kind of forced that to not. Oh my God, bro. So Jalen gets fouled. Thankfully, Atlanta is down by 13. What can I say, man? What can I say? Turnovers are killing Atlanta right now. Miami just taking advantage of them as well. So, man, tough. Trey finds Jalen. Those two are back in the game and instantly make an impact. So shit. Shout out to Trey and Jalen, man. They're holding it down. Two of what seems like the only Hawks out there. So Miami smoking layups. Asa just takes it away. Good stuff. Jalen, great pass. Great pass finds Asa cutting. Great stuff. So Atlanta cuts the lead to 10. They do a good job here. Timeout Miami. Right back to a timeout. So Trey finds Jalen on the break. Jalen does a good job looking off Asa. Or looking off the Miami defense. Let's go. Ben Simpsons, let's get it back under 10. They got to. So Trey and Jalen come back in the game and instantly make an impact. Yeah, this lineup is gonna drive me crazy though. V over Riche is just it's just like nails on a chalkboard to me, to be honest. So at least Ace is playing. Ace getting some PT. He's in for Onyeka, and Onyeka get a breather. But yeah, no offense to V, man. I love V Krejci as a player, but Quinn Snyder be sabotaging my fandoms with some of these players. Despicable V. Despicable V. we Not for real though. He definitely got a Quinn is definitely a part of his minions. So play resumes. 7:30 left. Davion Mitchell can't get that lay to go. It's good defense by Trey. Trey getting Miami on their heels and gets a bucket from it. So Trey 25 points. So good stuff. Good stuff. So that's gonna be Miami basketball on the sideline. So Donovan Mitchell thinking he can just get any type of bucket on Trey. Nah, bro. Times have changed. So kill good defense on Norman Powell, but Norman Powell just gets a bucket. So 10 points. Probably with 9-6 run, 9-4 run for Atlanta. V's got to be ready to shoot that. So V misses the corner three. Davion Mitchell has it for Miami. Yeah. Donovan, Davion, same difference. So Miami banks in the three, and that just seems like a dagger, to be honest. So unless Jalen answers right back, that's a long three. Yeah. So it seems to be the writings on the wall. 111.96. So V Krejci, turnover. 6 minutes to go. So Dyson checks back in. Onyeka's back in. So down 17, Trey getting to the line. It's three guard lineup, man. So despite Trey's best efforts, despite Jalen's best efforts, Atlanta seems to be headed to a fifth loss in a row. It's 98-113. 5 minutes to go. These lineups are just killing Atlanta. So Trey can't get the three to fall. Unfortunately, he's been carrying, man. Just running out of gas. So lead is at 15. Miami taking their time each possession. Yeah. So Dyson gets it to go, no call. 3 minutes, leads at 15. I think the Hawks can come back, but I think it's gonna have to take a miracle. So timeout Miami, 117-102. Miami missing Bam. They're missing Tyler Hero. So another what looks to be ugly loss for Atlanta. 5 in a row, man. Why do I sign myself up to do this? So Atlanta is down by 15. Quinn Snyder is just set on this three guard lineup, bro. I'm a little over it, to be honest. Um, it hasn't worked, and it isn't working right now. So now I don't believe that's all of Atlanta's issues, but I think you just got to give credit where credit is due. Miami is just playing better. I think they are a little outcoached here. Eric Spoelstra is one of the better, maybe best coach in the NBA right now. So, and it is showing. So Atlanta, just despite everybody's best efforts, man, nothing is going. Hmm. Shot falls short for Larson. Got a turnover here. So 21 turnovers for Atlanta, man. You're gonna have a tough time winning any game when you have 21 turnovers, and the other team isn't turning over at the same rate. So So Miami has at least a point off each of Atlanta's turnovers. You know, seems to be like Jalen and Trey are just out of gas. So we have, oh man, we have another game tomorrow. They're playing the Knicks. It's just not promising. So 119, 102. 2:30 to go. Hawks down 17. Trey gets it up, no call on Yeka. Cleans it up, 104, 119. It's 2:30. Hawks are just gassed. Yeah, you can tell. So a little under 2:30 left on Yeka. Onyeka's been playing big minutes with the absence of Kristaps Porzingis, so you got to give it up to Onyeka, man. Even though he hasn't really been able to contribute statistically as much as everybody else would like, I'm sure he would like himself. It's just been a little different. Having no Kristaps has been killing the squad, so. Man. So Hawks looking to fall to 15 and 17, man. It's dark times. Unfortunate stuff, man. Unfortunate stuff. Winning streak will in fact not start tonight. I thought that they could get it done. So no Bam, no Tyler Hero. It was in Atlanta's favor. So interested to see who will be available. So what, we got a lane violation? Are you shitting me right now? Or a technical foul? Yeah, it's a lane violation. That's nasty work. So if it can go wrong, it has gone wrong this game for Atlanta. So unfortunate stuff. Quinn elects to go with the three guard lineup to close out the game. Quinn's rotations are really the factors. Atlanta just goes through spells where they can't get a bucket or they can't get a stop. So Quinn has to figure this out. Um, like I said, I don't think it's really a personnel issue for Atlanta. I think they have a talented roster built, but I don't think it's utilized to its max potential. Um, it's just unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate. So the schedule is not easy this month. We have the Knicks tomorrow at 7:30, and then we have OKC. Then we have the Timberwolves. So just just doesn't get easier for Atlanta, and I don't know. It's dark times right now. When really it shouldn't be. So I don't know what's going on. So Trey step back at least gives the fans something to cheer about before this game ends. So he has another 30 ball. Trey just doing whatever it takes. But yeah, man, Quinn has a lot to figure out. So Atlanta looking to get a dub tomorrow, hopefully, as they make this final score respectable. It's a minute and 20 seconds to go. It is just frustrating, man. It is just Hawks are a lot better than the record shows. I think. Obviously, I'm a little biased. I am a fan first and foremost. So So Onyeka finally gets a call here, but might be just too little too late. So Onyeka needs some help. Quinn needs to figure it out. I mean, I'm gonna look over some stats before this game in, but I'm not gonna stick around too long. I can't lie. It's frustrating, man. It's frustrating. This team should be a whole lot better than their record reflects. It's unfortunate for the guys because they come out play hard every night, and it's tough. It's tough. So Hawks fall to Miami here. Last 50 seconds. Jalen almost a triple double, 24, 9, and 10. I don't know, man. I'm not convinced about Ricochet only playing 20 minutes. Like, it just, yeah, man, I'm not a fan of it. So Nikhil hunched over there, holding his wrist. Unfortunate. I pray Nikhil is not hurt on that. So hopefully this loss does not come with extra losses. So Nikhil holding his hand hunched over. End of the game, man. End of the game. So Atlanta falls to Miami. Tough stuff. Tough stuff, man. I don't even want to get into it, man. Don't even want to get into it. So I appreciate everybody. Anybody that tapped in. Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. I appreciate y'all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow for more Atlanta Hawks games. We'll be back tomorrow, 7:30 against the Knicks. Hopefully Atlanta can get back in the win column then. But tough game, man. Vince Symptoms, appreciate you holding it down in the chat, man. I greatly appreciate it. Until tomorrow, 7:30. I'll see y'all later. Have a good night. Enjoy the rest of this holiday weekend. Oh, safe travels if you're still traveling, all that good stuff, man. But I'll see y'all later.